dog that does that, barking at the other dogs. Oh no, that's not her doing it. That's him doing it this time. Give me that. Y'all ain't supposed to have that anyway. So, so anybody who sees this and might be interested and who knows Gray, Gray might be available to like the perfect situation. Maybe she might be available to the perfect situation. Gray could be a pack dog, for somebody who's dope, right? If not just somebody who, if you think that you can just gonna walk her into your pack of dogs and they're just gonna be, it's gonna be like it is here, that ain't gonna happen. But if somebody who knows what they're doing and has a pack of dogs, a stable pack of dogs, she could be good as a pack dog, and she could be good in any other ways too. I'm actually gonna take her hunting next weekend to see how she does on hogs. Um, and I think she'll do good, but she does good in protection aspects and guarding aspects so far. Um, I'm not sure about like a sport dog. I mean, she's smart. She's super smart, highly trainable. She works. Um, she's a little defensive, but I'm okay. I like that. I'm okay with that. Most people want to, high prey drive. She's high prey drive, brilliant dog, high athleticism. Um, super. This is all around super good dog. So for somebody who might be interested in her as either a pack dog or your own personal dog, if you know me for a while, hey, get out of there! Come on, get out of there. If you know me for a while, then you know how I was with Moon. When Moon was my only dog, that shit was awesome. That was awesome. I mean, Gray is that. She's that, and just in a thicker, um, more durable body. But for anybody who sees this and might be interested, again, like I said, it has to be like a really good situation. Somebody who really knows dogs and wants a dope dog. This cannot be for somebody who just kind of wants a a family pet. I mean, not that she can't do that. She can, but high drive, good amount of energy. She does have an off switch, but um, she I think she'll do best in like an active home. So anybody who might see this and might be interested, like I said again, great. That has to be to a really good situation, you know. But I do still have a few boys available. Batman and Superman. They're over here. These two are still available. Right, come on. What are you doing? Those two boys are still available. Those two boys are still available. And for people who worry about transporting them or getting them to you, next weekend I'm driving from St. Louis to Tillsboro, Georgia. So if you're on that route, hit me. We can work something out for people who worry about getting puppy to you. I'm I'm going about a 10-hour drive going southeast from St. Louis next weekend. So if you want to meet me somewhere on that route, or if you live somewhere on that route, hit me and we can work something out. You can hit me on Instagram, Roguewolfproject, or you can hit me on my Gmail, Roguewolfproject. Yeah, I got this boy, Superman. Super bitey. He's gonna be a big puppy. He is not my biggest puppy, but he'll still be somewhere between 24 and 25 inches. That is at what people call his shoulders here. From here to the ground, from here to the ground, it'll be about 24, 25 inches by the time he's full grown, and I say he'd be about 75 pounds. So he will be a big boy. But Batman will be just a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, I think. that boy right there, he's gonna be a lot bigger. He'll be bigger than Soma. He's gonna be a big boy. But I like ones who are gonna be like what this dog is gonna be in size. He's probably gonna be a little bit bigger than I want, but I'm okay with that because I can just breed down and I can always use him to get size if I need it again without having to go too far outside of what I'm doing. So, but yeah, this is Batman right here. Look at that big boy. It's gonna look just like this boy right here. Soma looked just like this when he was this dog's age. You would have never thought Soma would grow to look like that when he was this dog's age. But if you go back and look at some of my older videos on Instagram or even YouTube, you'll see Soma look just like this boy. This is Batman. He'll be a little bit bigger than Superman. Um, I would say somewhere between 24 and 25 inches, and then he'll probably be in like the 80 to 85 pound range. I would say he'll probably be he'll be at least as big as Soma. At least as big as Soma. But again, Gray, um, that boy, and Superman might be available for anybody who's interested. And again, I'm going on a trip next weekend on a road trip. So anybody who might be on that route, if you see this and you're interested in either of them, hit me up. Gray is one. She's had one heat. Moon, my other dog, Moon, Soma's mom is her mom. Her and Soma are half brother and sister. Gray's dad is a predator defense dog. If you don't know what those are, check those out. Gray's dad is Southpaw Kennels Nash, and Nash's parents are Southpaw Kennels Sequoia, which is a fire dog, super fire dog. Um, and I want to say, um, I can't remember who owns Dice, but Dice is a fire dog too. Dice is super dope dog too. But if you ever want to check out some predator defense dogs, those are two to check out. Check out Dice um, and Sequoia. But Dice and Sequoia are Gray's grandparents, and if you check them out, you'll kind of see why Gray looks like she looks. She looks like that predator defense dog kind of build, just smaller. She's a smaller version of those dogs. But her muzzle, her top skull, her coat, the coat length, all that stuff, that's from the predator defense dog. And I mean, so much of what Gray is from the predator defense dog. I don't, I haven't, I didn't really test the intelligence of those dogs. Gray is super smart, and I just say she got that from Moon. Super drivey, but we knew that going into doing the breeding. The dude who did the breeding with me, Thomas, we knew that these dogs should be a little bit more drivey than the Soma. I mean, than the Moon and Zorro litter, which is what created Soma. And they did. They came out super drivey, which is fun. I love it. It's super fun. But the reason Gray might be going is because I have a puppy coming back from Soma's brother that puts me somewhere. What's all over you, boy? That puts me in a better place than Gray does. I mean, I still would love to take Soma to Gray for whoever gets her. I still would love to do that, but but just as you know, for space, um, I think Hubble and the puppy from someone's brother puts me in a better place going forward than giving Gray that space. So, I mean, that's really all it is, really. There's nothing wrong with Gray. She's a great dog, super good dog. And I'm in no rush. I'll hold on to Gray forever until you know. But um, breeding Gray ain't a priority right now anymore. Also, so that's another thing that it's like I can make space to get these dogs in order. So yeah, like I said, if you're interested, hit me on Instagram, Roguewolfproject, or Gmail, Roguewolfproject. What's up, Batman? What's up, Superman? It's Batman and Superman right there. You can kind of tell, like when I say Batman's going to be a little bit bigger than Superman. He's a little thicker, a little taller, heavier. I'm excited though. I'm excited for these dogs. They're going to be gorgeous. They're going to be some nice dogs too. It's not something that you see all the time. You don't really see people. You don't see a lot of. You see a lot of people taking mastiffs. I see like presses nowadays and herders, but you always saw pit bulls or pit bull types and herders. But you didn't see American bulldog um, and herders. At least I hadn't when I did this breeding, and and already on the his first try has given me some really nice puppies physically. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about what he can do. And they got good temperaments, good attitudes. I mean, look at that. That's a 3-month-old puppy, and it's almost someone's height already. And for for a dog to get big, like wide, heavy, for me that's nothing. I like to see dogs growing up at this age right here. I don't necessarily want to see them growing out so much at this age. I like to see them growing up, and I mean what I mean is like vertically. Um, and these puppies are doing that. I mean, sometimes when all the fawn ones are wrestling with Gray, I can't tell which one is Gray for a second, and I like that. Cause Soma's kept super lean, so I wasn't sure like how if he was going to be able to throw that bulldog body, um, you know, like he has. But I knew that there were some dogs in Moon's litter that had that are super bulldoggy. Matter of fact, a lot of them, most of them are bigger than Soma. At this point, at this age in their lives, um, but he did. So when it's time to take him to other dogs, I'm confident that um, I'm confident that as long as I do the right things, he'll produce good dogs. What's happening? Lim, DZ, what's going on? Traduclo, I hope I said that's right. Everyone is perfect. What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Good girl, Gray. Good girl. Good girl. This girl here, we call is gonna be so good. You call the puppy, she comes every single time. The other ones kind of know when I'm trying to put them in the cage, so they get a little like, I don't know if I want to go. Not her. I love the puppies get to grow up this way. I'm learning all this stuff from these dogs. Soma, stop. Look at that big boy. Oh, Major. Oh, Major. Major just like someone wants to be right in my lap all the time. Major is my only puppy who really does this. What's That's why all my clothes got holes in them. What's up, big boy? What's up? All right, go. Go. No. You ain't going all right. All right, no. Now I'm done. Go. Go. You go too. Go. Come on. Go. Well, it was good. Hub was listening to the neighbors talk. Anytime she hears a sound or anything, she is the one who's on it every time. I probably have the most dogs in my neighborhood. Not probably, I for sure have the most dogs in my neighborhood. But I have the quietest yard. Now, when my yard is loud, it's super loud. But I mean, I probably only do that for about 15 minutes a day. These people's dogs be going crazy all day long. But I don't say nothing. I don't care. I like the sound of dogs barking. Yeah, like I said, for anyone who might see this and might be interested, Gray might be available to a really good situation. Just hit me on either Instagram, Roguewolfproject, or Gmail, Roguewolfproject. Instagram is by far the easiest way to do it, but um, Gray might be available, and I still do have two puppies. I have this boy here, Batman, and his brother who looks just like this puppy here named Superman. I'm driving from St. Louis to Toomsboro, Georgia, somewhere around there, next weekend. So if you're on that route and you're interested, I can meet you with a puppy or a gray. just let me know. It always feels like I'm on a safari or watching National Geographic when I'm back here. And someone went in the bushes and got a gang of little sticky things in his hair and his fur. But maybe I'll give him a bath in the morning before we go to training. What's up, Batman? Batman's gonna be bigger than Soma. Superman probably be at least Soma size, but Batman's gonna be bigger than Soma. And this boy here is for sure gonna be bigger than Soma. He's damn near Soma's height already. Which I love. I want to see if someone can give me another puppy like that. Another, maybe a female like that. I do have. There was a big female um, in this litter. Um, we'll see how she is, but I'm gonna see if someone ever throws me another puppy that size. How often he does it, and if I ever get females that size out of him. But major, there's major. There was one other boy in that litter that was like major size, and then there was Fat Boy who just left last week. Um, Someone was able to throw three big boys and one big girl. Now these other girls are big, but they kind of follow like Apollo's. Apollo was a big dog too, um, but I mean it's just like a big, you know, good muzzle, good bone, um, like this heavier girth. Um, um, just things like that, and not like I said, not that the other ones don't have it. They they still are big bone dogs, and they still have nice heads, but they don't have like that extra. That they're not packing that little bit of extra that those four dogs were. So I want to see how often. So let's say so 4 out of 10 in that litter, which is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the mom was fire. So if you have a dope female dog, then you're in good shape. If you're starting out with a dope female, um, so since the mom was fire, the puppy still caught what they did get from Soma, added on to what she was, and it still turned out great. And that's kind of what you want when you breed that way. Um, but you know, I I'll see what I take Soma to next time, and I might take Soma's best son, or who I think is his best son, and take it to maybe his best daughter, um, and see if I can get just like a bunch of those. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But he did really good. Him and Apollo together were really really good, and I can't I can't front like it was all Soma. You know, Apollo is a fire dog. I mean, physically and temperament wise. I mean, as far everything that I love, everything that I like in a dog. Recently I talked to her owner who has her now. Is actually her breeder. She actually bred Apollo, um, and she was like Apollo's so defensive. And for me, for a lot of people, because Apollo isn't scared defensive, right? She ain't running. She ain't like she ain't like but she's still super manageable. She can still be super um, clear headed, and highly trainable. So for me, who's antisocial when I'm out in public, I don't mind that she's defensive because if you're too close, then you're too close, and I'm okay with that. But you know, taking a good female to a good male really, really put you in a good place. A lot of times people just think if you have a really good male, you can breed it to almost anything. And I hear people say, if your dog is a good stud dog, um, you should be able to breed it to anything, and the puppies turn out good. And I can't debate that. I won't even try to debate that. I would just say if you're a good breeder, you just don't take that chance that often. It might be true that your dog could breed to anything and get something good out of it. But you know, how are you ever gonna find that out? You know, and is it worth taking the chance to do? So, but I gotta give Apollo a lot of credit for what she did with these puppies too. It ain't all Soma. It ain't all Soma and Moon. Um, Apollo and her breeder um, did really good. And the puppy that I'm keeping reminds me a lot of Apollo's dad, who's owned by Apollo's new breeder. I mean, Apollo, who is also owned by Apollo's new owner. So I gotta shout her out for everything that they did to make these puppies what they are. But I mean, they're gonna be special though. That boy's gonna be special. And I think she will too. I think she'll be pretty good too. So again, for anybody who might see this, that girl right there, Gray, might be available to a great situation. You just have to hit me and we can talk. Um, and that boy behind her, Batman, is available. And his brother, Superman, who's somewhere around here, is also available. Have a black boy and a fawn male who looks like those dogs available. I'm driving from St. Louis to Toomsboro, Georgia, um, next weekend. So if you're on that route and you're interested and are worrying about shipping, hit me. We can work something out. Um, or if you're somebody who can meet me on that route. I'm not going too far off that route. As a matter of fact, I'm not going off that route at all. You have to, if you're meeting me somewhere on that route, you have to meet me literally on that route. But it'll, I don't mind doing it at all. And again, I have that black boy, Batman right there. I have Gray and Superman over here that are still available. Batman, what's up, boy? Oh, shit, okay. Go get some. Go get it. And I said, like, you hear me talking about like how big Major is. Batman is pretty big too. Major is just a different type of big. When you see it when you come here. You see it when you see if you ever see them in person. I mean, but don't get me wrong. That dog, Batman's going to be big. Batman will be bigger than Soma. Soma is about 24 and a half inches from the feet to his top of what people will call his shoulders. And I expect Batman to be taller than that, and Soma is about 85, 86 pounds, and what's his name? And I expect Batman to be right about that size too. I expect him to be at least that size. But he's pretty big too. Superman will probably be a leaner, um, probably closer to Soma's height. Still big boned dog. Like you'll still kind of get that bull effect from the American Bulldog, but but just leaner. He'll probably look like more like a bigger boned. No, I don't know. I don't know. But he'll be a nice looking dog though too. Like a thicker boned bull herder. Puppies. What's up? What up, Major? What up, Superman? What's up? Batman. What's up, Batman? So I'm gonna go. Go. Soma has a brother named Kazi. Um, if you search my Instagram or my YouTube well enough, you'll see him. This dog is gonna look just like Kazi. So go. All right, y'all. I'll get with y'all next time.